Thank you for your kind words, Vimbai.
Absolutely. Just very quickly, sir. Very quickly. I know you said you hadn't had access to him in about 10 years, but you were together for about 15 years before that. Just very briefly, sir, what were the things that kept you guys going in those 15 years of trial and error and, election, campaign, and you kept trying and so forth? Just give me a sense of those days when you had such strong belief and conviction that he needed to ascend to the highest office in the land.
Well, some of us who recruited him politics had a mission, and I will reveal that mission today. General Buhari came into politics. It wasn't his province. He never liked politicians because he believed we are fake and that we don't mean what we say. But there was an incident that made some of us to recruit him, convince him, and used other people to convince him to join politics. And even though we had our own agenda, because in 1999 and 2000, the OPC was on rampage in some parts of the country, especially Southwest, and have inconvenienced a lot of people from this part of the country. And to the extent that they mobilized over 500 vehicles to come and invade Ilorin with the sole aim of uprooting what they called Fulani structures in Ilorin. And we felt that was too much. And Obasanjo was doing nothing. President Obasanjo was doing nothing. President Bola Tinubu, then governor of Lagos, was doing nothing. And some of us felt that those group of people were being encouraged by their leaders in position of authority. So how do we stop that? And I called a meeting in Kaduna at Alhaji Bashir Alhatu's house in a place called Unguan Kaji, opposite the house of General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. And some of those we invited included Alhaji Wadanas, Professor Yadudu, Bashir Alhatu himself, Alhaji Yahya Sulehama, and a host of others, about 34 of us. And we sat down to reason, how do we save our people from this OPC menace? So we said, I suggested that we have to, because you remove government through only two ways: the ballot of through the barrel of the gun, and through the ballot box. And they said it was impossible to challenge General Obasanjo. That was how Buhari came to our mind. And when he was approached, he had a very unkind words for politicians. But since he didn't say he was not doing, we still pursued him. To cut a long story short, we achieved our first purpose of putting a brake to what OPC was doing. Because immediately Buhari joined partisan politics, and we had a very big outing in Daura to initiate him into politics. The Obasanjo government became restive and was shaken to its bone marrow. Because those were some of his our thinking. So Obasanjo had to really checkmate the OPC. So for that reason, we have achieved our first purpose of bringing General Buhari into partisan politics. So the remaining now is history. They wanted to dismantle, as what is happening across the country now. They wanted to dismantle his platform of ANPP, APC, ANPP. And we made a counter platform by establishing the Buhari organization, TBO, which we used as a platform for promoting his political ideals. Of course, all these are now history. Some smart people who are politically ambitious came in and threw us out. That is how we parted ways with him. Those of us who followed him blindly for 50 years, Suleya Hamma as our leader, and myself as his deputy and the operational head of the Buhari organization, we agreed that we should not look for political appointment or we should not look for elective office. Our idea is just to push General Buhari to become president so that if we become the engine room of his government, we would now influence certain things in the country. And we had those things listed in our minds. And the greatest mistake was that, and it's what people also see as Buhari's inability to do well in government, because he has cut the umbilical cord, those who brought him and have ideas about what he has to do, and he recruited new people. And these new people never had an idea at all as to why even Buhari joined politics. But all these are now history. We pray that God grants him Al-Jannat al-Firdaus, and we pray that God receives him and forgive him. For some of us, we have forgiven him already. Definitely.
No, so sorry, I had to stop. We've heard, we've heard what we wanted to hear. And the one Nigeria. Yeah, thank you so much, Sylvester Okonkwo, about Buba Galadima, you know. Now you heard, he said, our people, their people. OPC, we are freedom fighters for Yoruba nation. They, Fulani nation, recruited their general, Buhari, to come in and stop Yoruba freedom fighters that were asking for the sovereignty of their land. Are you in the one Nigeria? Are you people paying attention?
Why you guys are playing one Nigeria and trusting and obeying?
Yes. These are the people that will tell you, you're tribalistic, you are this. But what they are pushing is tribal agenda. Fulani tribal agenda. Of course, it's a nation. Because like we told you people, we recognize them as a nation. The only problem is that they are not recognizing us as a nation. Igbo is a nation. Yoruba is a nation. Hausa is a nation. Ijo is a nation. Nigeria is supposed to be a union of independent nations, autonomous nations, that we agree to have a federation. And then we say these are the terms and conditions. But these monsters never allowed that to happen. But they want to impose their own agenda, national agenda, on the rest of over 250 ethnic nationalities. And they call it one Nigeria.
While we speak good command of all, while we speak English and have a good command of it, they are riding the show. They are riding us like toddlers. No respect for the sovereignty, nothing. And our people are there gallivanting, making noise. Makwanda, webe, garibano, yaye, boso, in Ibatu, Budu, Wunoko, when you are nobody. Nobody. these people in their little hot house will decide if you live or die. They will decide your destiny. They will decide if we'll be able to make it or not. And then those of you gallivanting in the background, they will come out, make one policy, will destroy everything that you have built for. And you don't have any answer for them. Oh, I forgot. Trust and obey, because there is no other way.
No other way to be happy in Jesus. To trust and obey. Must trust and obey your colonial monsters. Your colonial leaders. And of course, your politicians and your religious leaders are the puppets. They're colonial puppets. Your elites are colonial puppets. That's who they are. So far you continue to trust and obey them, you will be destroyed. So today we are setting records straight. We want to set the record straight because they accuse our ancestors of not keeping record. We want to be keeping record as we're going. Yeah, that's what we do here every Saturday. If you go to our videos, we have over 1,000 videos. Keeping record for the next generation to see what we did and what we did not do, and they will follow from where we stop. Never again, it will never happen again that we'll be colonized. After this complete decolonization, we will never repeat this. That's why we're keeping record.
He said,
Tracks, everything. Our children will see what we did. They will understand the grievances. They will understand what happened and why it happened. And then we know how people kept record. We know that the colonial monsters came and destroyed them. We know. But we are keeping another record, and they can't destroy this one. Remember Buhari's campaign promises. If you know it, be writing it there for us. He said he would terminate corruption. The incorruptible header that had 150 cows for years. They say he's so perfect that his cows, 150 cows have remained 150 all the days of his life for years, since he was a general till now that they want to convert him into democracy. That his 150 cows that he had remained 150. Impotent cows.
Doesn't it sound like the same guy with just one watch?
Exactly. Because people want to lie to themselves. Say things that do not make sense. He had 150 cows. He doesn't have any other thing since he was general till today. The cows did not give birth. They did not multiply. And somebody did not see it as retrogression. It made sense to somebody. They even said that he doesn't have certificate. They say you should use NEPA bill.
When the Bible that they read told us that when the guy with the one talent buried the talent, that even God himself was mad at the guy. But this guy was given 150 cows. He didn't multiply the damn cows. He didn't do anything with it. And you guys sought him as a wonderful leader to come and lead us into the
incorruptible judge. We are talking about Buhari's campaign promises. That he was going to come to terminate corruption. This is somebody that is living inside corruption, even in his own household. But you want to lie to yourselves because you want to do what you want to do. In his time, monkeys and snakes began to swallow money. That's how the corruption just remove cap and say, hey, channel, here I come. They say he will terminate his security, that he's the general. This is Fulani Nation general, war leader, Fulani Nation war leader. You want to now bring him into your house to come and exterminate Fulanis.
Remember the church. Right, the church. Remember their church. Their leader told them that God sent him.
Yes. Yes. Nina said, let it be noted, the recruitment of Buhari into the presidency role by the caliphate was for the Fulani hegemonic and conquest agenda. Period. The fact that it took two prominent Yoruba political actors, that is, the Awujale of Ijebuland and Bola Tinubu, to enable this is heartbreaking. Because my people will know, okay, no, now go okay, no, here, nazo de nangiga. My people, my ancestors believe that A criminal coming from outside can never succeed except there's a criminal inside leading him inside. Buhari said he will recreate the economy. He will make $1 to be 1 naira. Mr. Integrity.
He's a magician now.
Yes. This is the same man that anywhere there's story about briefcase of money, money everywhere disappearing and appearing, his name will somehow be somewhere there. People lied to themselves. People chose lies. They did not care about the blood and the future of their children.
The church encouraged it. Our brother
religion.
Ojiako, Bertram Ojiako say even the Fulani cows know that that one Nigeria is an illusion.
Exactly. Thank you, my brother. Buhari did everything possible to get Fulani to overrun everyone, all the indigenous peoples, all the indigenous ethnic nations. Pam, pam, pam. He was very fast. And as he was doing it, he was talking, this man did not keep quiet. He said, baboons and monkeys will soak in blood. He said, I will do everything within my heart to make sure that I spread Sharia everywhere. He was talking as he was doing it. Yet, Kenneth Okonkwo marketed this man to Ndibo. Onuoba. Kenneth Okonkwo, Onuoba. Mupologia. Ibu Onuoba. I didn't come with Oba. If I was home, I would have brought Oba to show you that he was Onuoba. This man came to fulfill the vision of Uthman Danfodio. We play it here all the time. If you go to most of our videos, at the time we are every day back to back. We were warning, showing you this is it, this is it, this is the vision of Uthman Danfodio. He came to fulfill the battle script of 1960, Ahmadu Bello's battle script. That's what he came for. He threw our borders open for Fulani to come in.
And we enabled him.
Yes.
In the name of the Lord.
Yes, because we have to trust and obey, for there's no other way
to be happy in Jesus. But to trust and obey.
You not trust and obey. You see why our ancestors abandoned us? Because I wundara. He threw the borders open. The Fulani is killing you today. That every day, Middle Belt, Plateau governor will come and be crying. As if he does not know what is going on. Northeast wiped. Northwest wiped. Yoruba land encroached. Everywhere. All the ancestral lands, all the forest and everything coming. Look at dead body. Look at how people have been burying people all these years.
Mass burial. That's the order of burial.
And there are men in the land. All they can do is to choke their private part inside any hole they find. They call themselves pastors. They threw the borders open for Fulani to kill the indigenous peoples. You see them? They were talking about the legacy of Buhari. His scorecard. We want to give him his scorecard. I say, I go mile now. I go mile. Actually, go mile Buhari. Ka amalo onodi or the 5 or the 6 or the land grabbers came in to grab ancestral homelands. Came fortified. All that corruption that you see, money disappearing, is to fortify these people. Because you remember here, we tell you that one AK-47 is about $2,000. These rickety human beings, these poor boys, cannot afford that type of money.
Even if you sell all of them and their so-called cows.
Even if you sell all of them and their cow, they can't buy one. But they have all the gadgets. Who is giving them the money? Remember when Goodluck said that Boko Haram is inside his cabinet, is inside that Sorok? These pictures we are bringing to you for you to see as evidence. The videos are online. We are running through the pictures for you to see. Remember the NSAS that happened. We are talking about legacy of Buhari. Blood everywhere. Of course, we have told you on this show that he boasted about dot in circle nation, the civil war we told you about. They are the ones that carved Ndibo. That white place is where they narrowed Ndibo and killed off the rest. 1967-70, and that structure is still on. And somebody wants us to thrive in Nigeria that has kept us like this. As Iwakwa Ndibo politicians, all you Igbo politicians, and religious leaders, as a Bakwun. While Buhari was boasting about the dot in nation, he was picking his teeth. People were dying, Buhari was picking his teeth. Boko Haram coming in to destroy people, Buhari was picking his teeth, chopping life. Yes. Why would he chop life and pick his teeth? Ebewi na Moria isa. Ewu Buhari na Moria isa na. Why wouldn't he chop? Because he's dealing with Ndi Efulef. The balkanized Igbo nation, the ancestral land of Igbo land, of Ndi Igbo. They balkanize it to create dot and circle. As part of the legacy that we say we're here, continue to share, please. Subscribe and like. Go to our YouTube, subscribe. The more you subscribe, you will get these detailed information, because we know they removed history from books, and we are here to teach our children. Even some adults do not know some of these things that we say, because we go to research to bring them. So after 8 years of Buhari, Nina's brought a video. It's about 5 parts to give Buhari testimonial, the scorecard, in details. Check it online, please. You will find it. You will get the details.
On ninasvoice.org, you can watch it, the video in its entirety.
Exactly. So, but we're going to give you, we break it because of time. Because the legacy of Buhari, we can't finish it under 1 hour, 30 minutes. But we'll give you some things that will make you to go and search. And the 1 hour is enough for you to begin to develop some sense. Buhari lied about Fulani invasion. He said it's farmers' headers clash. He went all the way to UN to tell them it was a desert. It was desert coming in. It was weather, there was something happening. Selling lies to the whole world. Why they butcher the people. As grand life patron of Mieti Allah, he took billions of money and gave them free of charge. The people that came and say, we are the ones doing the killing. Buhari took money. El Rufai, his brother, took Kaduna State money. All this happening before us. And the church said, trust and obey, for there is no other way to be happy in Jesus, but to trust and obey. Even Adeboye went to greet El Rufai in Kaduna so that he will give his son project that he collected the money and did not do the project. These are the people preaching heaven to you. We have told you that the religion is for poor people. If you are poor and you want to remain poor, embrace religion. Whether Islam, Arabized Islam, or whitewashed Christianity. Because the rule, the religious rule for poor people is not the same thing for rich people. Rich people break the laws and nothing happens to them because nothing is supposed to happen. It's man-made now. It's man-made. So this fourth most dangerous terrorist group, the headers, Buhari is their grand patron. And he's also commander-in-chief of your one Nigeria. And people were watching. Buhari tried everything possible to impose Ruga, take over waterways, grazing reserves. They turned everything to building. When they get to reserve, they would destroy everything there and rename it and bring in Fulani. One group of Fulani will enter there, all of them. And these are people's ancestral homelands. Buhari handed these lands over to his Fulani kinsmen, just like that. gave them visa on arrival.
Where you can get one.
No, you can get one. Nina says Nigeria's unitary constitution is product of North and Southwest Alliance of 1967, locking the Igbo East into permanent isolation and subjugation in the Nigerian project, which they both mock as dot in circle. Ojonya na Najumwe. Nigeria is going with head down, leg up. How did we end after 8 years of Buhari? Mass says it. Everybody go out there. People are leaving their villages. People are leaving country Nigeria, rejecting country Nigeria. Migration, mass migration, airports everywhere. Nigerians want to escape. My only problem with them is that when they escape, from there they start talking how they love Nigeria. You see the hypocrisy. And we are tracing that hypocrisy back to religious teachings. Because religion is what will teach you not to accept your reality. There's a graph my sister pulled up now. This graph is Canada. If you check out the date, it say 2015 or whatever. You see how first bar was short and then began to go up as Buhari came in, and then where it is now. This is just Canada. And we'll give credit to Neze. She's one that brought this for her show. So, our people, professionals, these are doctors, top, when they graduate, they're running. In fact, from the final year, they're writing exam to go out. Meanwhile, millions of Nigerians are sick, waiting to be treated. Buhari is going to pay $3,000 pounds a night. He couldn't build one hospital to take care of himself. That's how retrogressive he is, or he was. Afe Babalola, that was not even any president, has Afe Babalola University at Adoket in his village. Built it. People are coming, surgery and everything. Buhari could not build one. He had to die in London, and they will go and start bringing him out. Take a private jet to go and bring him back, and then wasting money while people are professionals living. As they are graduating, they are running. See blood that Buhari spread everywhere. This is a map of Nigeria with blood everywhere. It's for you to be seeing, because when you see it, maybe it will make more sense to you. This blood you're seeing, it's not animal blood, though. It's not cow blood. It is human blood everywhere. Where terrorism have spread. Because he told us that terrorism will spread everywhere. They named it banditry. When blood is wasting, it becomes banditry. People should check the meaning of banditry, please, and type it inside there. Buhari set the ground for the subsidy removal that you're seeing. This subsidy removal that Tinubu, your brother, came and said, subsidy is gone. Talking like puppets, like robots. Senseless people. Buhari set the ground for subsidy. Why? So that he can grant and build and strengthen his kinsman, Dangote. Dangote, monopoly for sugar, they gave it to him. Cement, they gave it to him. Everything, they gave it to him. When they now know that more people are coming up, they shifted to oil and remove subsidies so that they can build Dangote's monopoly. You can, the next slide, please. 30 billion ways and means. $30 billion with Emefiele. Buhari. We are talking about his legacy and his scorecard. If you watch that video, the videos we mentioned, Nina, you break it down. Because of time, we are not able to play the whole thing. Like we told you, under Buhari, monkeys were eating money, swallowing money. Monkeys even now knew how to count dollars under Buhari. Even when you keep it inside cupboard, monkeys will go there, count it, and carry it away. Even if you pay online, when jam children paid online, upon that they paid online, monkeys still find a way to break the system, enter online, and eat the money. Wonderful monkeys. Even termites ate up 70 million. No, monkey is one that carries 70 million naira from senator's farmhouse. Shehu Sani, monkey carries 70 million naira from Shehu Sani's farm. Termites ate 17.128 billion.
That's a church termite. It must be so religious.
Very religious. Ate all the vouchers up. And they'll be saying it koro, and nobody will say, what are you talking about? And Nigerians will be watching.
Pray, trusting and obey.
Trusting and obey, because they've brainwashed everybody with fake religion. $2.2 billion, billion sent to the Office of National Security Advisor. Or jump or move. Akpabio, Akpamu, EFCC arrest ex-governor Akpabio over alleged multi-billion naira fraud. He's still the Senate president. You see him? Nduwama. When he finishes now, he'll be so rich, and they'll say, he's so rich. And people will be saying it. Of course, we want to give credit to our brother JB for gathering these pictures for us. Like on this platform, we give credit when people put things together. He also has the
Oh, what happened? Okay, I think she's disconnected. She's gonna join. So yes, we do want to thank our brother JB for sending us these clips. As you can see, these criminals that are in charge, they continue to steal and leave you praying and wishing and trusting that things will get better. They will drag you into different elections. They will bring a saint that has a twin brother called Paul, that with one watch they can make Nigeria and fix Nigeria again. And he will also come and tell you that Nigeria constitution is not the problem, that the problem is him being able to go to Egypt and learn how to do electricity, as if we are all dumb, as if he's the only brilliant politician or brilliant businessman that we can boast of. Let me make sure that, oh, my sister is back. Okay, go ahead, sister.
and I'm back. So, well, if you watch, you can call out their names. That their names, one by Abba Kiare, or whatever they call their names. This happened under Buhari. Of course, he went to borrow $800 million. He took loan, $800 million. So he wants to share it to Nigerian hungry people. He doesn't have data of Nigerian people. So these things we're saying, they are real. And you can get them, you can check and see, because we are talking about Buhari's legacy. Those that say we should mourn, we are asking you, what do we mourn? What exactly are we mourning? Are we mourning Nigeria that died? Are we mourning our people that are still dying? Or what is it that you want us to mourn? Because as far as we're concerned, Buhari was oriri, and we have come here with our wine. Because what Buhari created under the Tinubu that brought Buhari, this present Tinubu brought Buhari, the so-called giant of Nigeria became giant mess. That's what they have created. Giant mess. Yes, you people brought in snake. It says snake hunter beaten by tiger snake is facing multiple organ failure. Yes, Nigeria is facing multiple organ failure for going to bring tiger snake called APC, called Buhari, called Nigerian politicians. All of them are the same. We are not accepting any that the same, whether APC, PDC, whatever, is the same thing. And guess what? After Buhari has finished killing Christians, they used Christian songs to match his body. Yes, they were there carrying his body. Go and listen to the video. He was singing, "God be with you till we meet again." And then when they finish, he said, "Peace, perfect peace." As they were carrying the body, and the body did not jump up to say, "Stop, stop, stop. What are people singing?" What a world. Have you seen what we told you people? That religion is a scam. Religion is a scam. Religion is a scam. That's scamming poor people with religion. Whether Roman Christianity or Islam, that together they're partners. It's a game they're playing. After killing Christians, you now use Christian songs to match his dead body and perfect peace for him. Does it make sense? And also, what people call karma is also not real. Because he did not hit Buhari. And karma did not hit Obasanjo. Karma did not hit Babangida. Karma did not hit Gowon. Karma did not hit Abubakar, whatever. All these war criminals, karma did not find them. They are aging gracefully with their children, great-grandchildren, and are doing well. God did not punish them. Satan did not punish them for destroying and ruining the lives of Nigerians. Nothing happened to them. They are all living very fulfilled and luxurious life on the wealth that should have been used to give you a good life. And the church says, "Trust and obey, for there is no other way to be happy in Jesus, but to trust and obey." Because if you don't trust and obey, they will come and cut off your head. It's not God cutting off. It's not God. It's not God punish. Remove God out of this. That's what I'm telling people. Remove God from this whole thing. Let's deal it adult to adult. All of them are now going to die in a very ripe age, after seeing their children, their grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Buhari, like we told you, had 10 children, most of them schooled in UK, while you and your children are suffering. Your
And
life
we continue to suffer.
will continue to suffer, and your lives are cut short untimely. Why? Because you are allowing yourself to be religiously brainwashed into being docile, being gullible, and irresponsible. Yes, you are irresponsible for being an adult and watching these people do this evil, and Ninas for 25 years have told you this is the solution, and you refuse to embrace the solution. There's no way you will not be abide. You are the ones being punished because earth does not bless stupidity. You see this earth we're inside, it does not bless stupidity. If you are unwise, you will suffer until you are eliminated from the surface of earth and the universe, even in your private life. If you're a woman, you marry a wrong husband and he's dealing with you, and you are there enabling him, and then you will buy and leave your children, you are unwise. You're not being wise, and you died not because of that domestic violence, but because you were not wise. Like Osinachi was not wise. What made her not to be wise? Religion brainwashed her. You see the evil of religion? So you should be crying for yourselves, crying for your children, for being coward, for allowing these evil leaders to ruin your life and escape punishment. Buhari has escaped punishment. This death, he ruined your lives and there were no consequences. He was not held accountable. He just died peacefully in London. And those of us that are here working in healthcare in abroad, we know when people are dying, they make it comfortable in the hospital. They give you enough morphine, they take care of you. You just sleep and go into the other side. So he lived well, died well. Fulani conquest agenda was what Buhari came for.